Hey, I'm Hunt, and this is Hunt on LSU, your channel for LSU Fighting Tiger football talk. Enjoy the video. We want you to leave a comment below, hit that like button, and subscribe right below the video. Enjoy. But I want to start with a soundbite that's actually from Monday. I know that it's Thursday, and Monday's a long way in the rearview mirror, but I missed this as things happen during SEC Media Days. There's a lot of quotes, a lot of videos, a lot of interviews, a lot of sound bites, a lot of everything in Nashville, and sometimes you miss things. And this is a quote that I heard on Matt's show in an interview that he did with LSU running back Josh Williams. Bear with us. The sound quality is not perfect. It's not static or anything. It's just a little bit modularized, but you'll be able to hear everything he has to say, and I think that's the important part. So this quote from Josh Williams brought me back about a month, and I'll tell you why after we hear it.
I look at it, this is my perspective on it. I'm playing Madden, and
I love where he's going.
I'm playing Madden, and I'm playing with the All-Star team, and I got Barry Sanders in the game, and I'm the coach. I control the game, so I want to put Bo Jackson in the game. Doesn't mean that one of the two one is better than the other. It's just my personal opinion on what I think should go for the game right now at this place and time. So we all understand that, and I think once you understand that, you become closer as a team, become more of a brotherhood, because now you're not fighting against, oh, I'm getting more reps than him. Now it's more like, hey, Josh, go out there and get that 2 yards, man. Before we count on you, man. Like, it's more like that, you know. And I think that's what separates the teams and from the families, you know.
He's going through a Madden reference there that maybe not everyone gets, but he's talking about the running back group. And he's talking about the fact that, yeah, Josh Williams played a lot of football at LSU, senior. John Emery played a lot of football at LSU, senior. Noah Cain played a lot of football at Penn State and LSU, is a senior. They bring in Logan Diggs. You've got two freshmen. We know at this point that LSU has a bajillion running backs on this roster on scholarship, all of whom think of themselves as SEC backs that could be featured in the offense. At times, Josh Williams has been that guy. At times, John Emery has been that guy. At times, Noah Cain has been that guy. Armani Goodwin's been scratching, clawing, trying to find his way in there. You got 2 4-star freshmen, one that's the all-time leading rusher in the history of the state of Louisiana. These guys don't expect to sit on the bench. And the question is, like, how do you keep all these guys happy? And Josh Williams is speaking for himself and is, in a sense, speaking for the team. But I haven't talked to John Emery or Armani Goodwin. I hadn't talked to Trey Holly. I haven't talked to Logan Diggs or, Armani Goodwin. I don't know how they feel. But that bite that I heard, when I heard it, I went, oh my gosh. That's the exact same thing I heard from Cade Beloso. That's the exact same thing I heard from Hayden Travinsky. That's the exact same thing I heard from Gavin Dugas. Gavin Guidry moving positions. That's the same thing I heard from Braden Jobert. And I'm not suggesting that one soundbite means that championship team's attitude is right there on this championship team's attitude, so they're going to win a championship. I'm just saying, in this era of college sports, where you've got people picking places based on money, you've got people transferring 1, 2, 3 times, you've got a lot of folks who want what's best for them. People who outwardly suggest, no, this is about the team and we're going to help each other. It's about being part of a team and working towards a common goal is refreshing. I'm not going to admonish a 21-year-old who can make $140,000 because of a decision they make to leave that place and go that place. That's a nice chunk of change for a 21-year-old. I'm not going to criticize players for transferring. They transfer out of LSU all the time. They transfer into LSU all the time. That's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is once you do assemble a team and you do create a large amount of depth, which is the goal, but also can create a problem, to have the players outwardly suggest, this is no problem. I'll go in there when it's my turn. He'll go in there when it's his turn. I'm better at this. He's better at that. We're just trying to win. Coach, if you need me for 22 carries against Florida, I'm in. You need me for 3? I'm in. You need me to pass protect? I'm in. You need me to catch some swing routes? I'm in. You need me to run down on special teams because the other guys are playing a lot of running back today? I'm in. I'm going to personally bring that up whenever I hear it. And I just could not help but be immediately taken back to that baseball team when I heard Josh Williams say that. Because that baseball team had so much depth and was given such a direct message in January, and they walked it and talked it for 5 months. And this football team is short on depth at some places. I'm not sure that they've got a ton of depth at safety. I'm not sure that they've got a ton of depth at linebacker. But I'm sure they have a ton of depth at running back. And only one of those guys is on the field at a time. And only one of them is going to lead the team in carries on a given Saturday. And for Josh Williams to take that question and say, hey, we know, it's not about that. It's about being a team. That's a good thing. That is a really, really good thing. And again, maybe he's the polished guy who was chosen to go to SEC Media Days, and that's the way he feels, and maybe the other guys don't. That's what made the baseball team so special. It wasn't just one guy that stood up there and said, yeah, it's all about the team. Guys that weren't playing a lot of the year were saying it and echoing it and saying it independent of each other. That's something I want to kind of get into as LSU gets into fall camp and see how the other running backs feel. I'd like to get Frank Wilson's thoughts on how he's going to approach it, because I know that Jay Johnson was outwardly spoken about the message he was giving his team, about the young stars he brought in the number 1 class in the country. Hey, you might have to wait. So he's telling that to Paxton Kling. He's telling that to Jared Jones. He's telling that to Ethan Fry. In the same way that Frank Wilson's probably got to tell that to Trey Holly. He's got to tell that to Caleb Jackson. He's telling some of the older guys, hey, you may have to move aside like Leon Landry did in his time. And he had to tell that to Cade Beloso. He had to tell that to Hayden Travinsky. Just like Frank Wilson may have to tell that to Josh Williams. He may have to tell that to John Emery, Noah Cain. And how that team and group internalizes it will tell you the story. And winning cures almost everything. If you win, it's going to be okay. And losing tests people. But if you're talking about building a championship team, culture's got to be a part of that. And I was so impressed with Josh Williams' answer about that. Because he could easily, as a fifth-year guy who was probably the most dependable back they had last year, say, hey, I've earned this. This is my shot. This is my time. This could be a money year for me. And instead, it's like, yeah, when I play Madden, sometimes I take out Barry Sanders and put in Bo Jackson. Because it doesn't mean I like one better or dislike one. It just means I feel like it's that person's time. And that, to me, was probably the best soundbite I heard in LSU's entire day. And I thought the 3 guys they brought up there were great. I heard them on Matt's show. I heard them with Jacob and T-Bob. You heard Brian Kelly in the big room. You heard on local TV. Saw tweets of quotes and all kinds of stuff. But that quote from Josh Williams, even though it's a little tough on the ears with the sound quality, really perked me up. I was like, oh, I like that. Because it's not too long ago, there were some real issues over there off Nicholson. Real issues. And I'm not here to tell you that it's perfect over there right now, because I don't know. I'm not there. I liked the quote. And I think that it's really applicable to the group of guys we just saw that were a really talented crew with expectations on them that cashed in at the end. And this is going to be an LSU team that's got more expectation than they've had probably since 2020. And how do they handle it? If that's any indication, it's going to be pretty good. So that was really cool soundbite from Josh Williams. Hey, thanks for watching Hunt on LSU. Before you get out of here, do us a couple of favors. Hit that like button, leave your comments below, and subscribe to the channel for all your Fighting Tiger football talk. See you next time.